And the topic on today is all about weak strengths. Not focusing on your weaknesses, but focusing on your strengths instead. Okay, so weaknesses. We talk about weaknesses all the time. You know, you need to work on your weaknesses. You need to strengthen your weaknesses. You need to do this with your weaknesses. You need to do that. And I always say, no, not really, not necessarily. You don't necessarily have to focus on your weaknesses because really people don't care about that. They really are drawn to you because of your strengths. And so therefore, why not play to your strengths? So we want you to play to your strengths. And when you focus on your strengths, then you'll be known for those strengths and not necessarily identify with you're always trying to spend so much time on weaknesses. Because if you really think about it, if you spend a lot of time and energy focusing on developing your weakness to get to basically to become mediocre, then you lose out time on really becoming awesome, fantastic star person with your strengths. So I'm always of the opinion, if you are strong in something, work on becoming even stronger in that area. So I'm going to give you a couple of tips that will help you in that area. First, number one, spend 75 to 80% of your time in your strengths. So they will bring out the best in you. Because if you think about it, if you're spending a lot of time in your weaknesses, it can drain you, right? It'll drain you. You won't feel like, doing your weaknesses. It becomes a humdrum type of thing. And then you're like, I want to develop in this. You're not going to have any kind of enthusiasm when it comes down to a weakness. So why even spend a lot of time? However, if you flip it and spend about 75% to 80% working on your strengths and in your strengths, then guess what? You become even better in any area that's your strong suit. And that's what we really want to do, because when employers are looking at you, or even within your company for an actual promotion, they want to see what you're strong in and give you an opportunity based on that, and not about you doing something with your weakness. Hey, Dre. Hey, Harold. How are you? Thank y'all so much for joining. But yeah, so really think about it. So flip the script. That's number one. 75 to 80% of your time working your strengths, deal with your strengths, and strengthen those, and not worry about those weaknesses. Number two, now I don't want you to forget about the weakness, but what I want you to instead do from that 20 to 25%, become proficient. Become proficient in your weakness. Not become a rock star, not thinking about that you have to master it. Just become proficient, because when you become proficient, at least you can get by with some things, because you have to understand it and, understand your weaknesses, because sometimes you need some of those weaknesses to get you through any type of role that you're doing, whatever job you're doing. Even if you are an entrepreneur, you have to understand it. Case in point, I had a recent client that owns, what does he own? Oh gosh, he owns a construction company. So what he does, he's like a general contractor, and he has subcontractors. And so as I was working with him develop his resume, I asked him some of the things that he can do and everything will run in his business. And he said, well, I'm not very good in accounting. However, I did take accounting courses so I can understand it and make sure I understand where my money is going. Do I like doing it? No. So therefore, I give it to somebody else. I don't worry about that. So in that vein, yeah, you need to understand what your weaknesses are and become proficient at it. But I would not spend a whole lot of time trying to strengthen up a weakness when you could be spending that time making your strengths even stronger. So that's number two. Number three, just like I said, those weaknesses where you're not so good in, delegate, get it out here, find somebody else. Understand it, but find somebody else. Again, back to bookkeeping and accounting. Understand it, because you need to know where your money is coming from, right? When it comes down to a business owner, or if it's something that you're not very good in Excel spreadsheets, or you're not very good at writing detailed papers. Well, find someone who can do that for you. Say, hey, let's barter. I'll do this part for you and you can do the other one for me. So delegate it to someone else, because here's why you can do that. When you delegate your weakness to someone else, guess what? it may be their strength, right? So I would love to delegate my bookkeeping, my accounting to someone who's what? An accountant, because that is their strength. So delegate those skills that you don't want to have anything to do with. Understand it to get you through whatever, but you don't necessarily have to become so proficient in it or so a SME in it or subject matter expert or even strengthen it, because it's really taking your energy away from what is going to bring you joy and happiness in your actual job, in your entrepreneurship endeavors. Because I hear all the time, develop you a strong team, understand all the workings of it, but get someone else to help you. If I need a social media expert, yeah, I do very well on social media. But if I can get someone who can really do it and really understands all the behind the scenes and the metrics and the data, I need to do that. Same with the bookkeeping. Instead of me trying to figure out how to do the books all the time, hire someone to be able to do those for me. That's their skill, that's their thing, that they're strong in that. Let them do that. And we can do that as well in our companies. Partner with somebody, collaborate with someone. If you are very good at building out a presentation, but your knees buckle when it's time to stand up before and give the presentation, find somebody who can give the presentation for you. I'm always game for that, because look, I do that kind of stuff. So yeah, you can say, hey, can you present this for me? I got all the information. Can you present it? Yes, I sure can. And that's what you want to do. And even with me on my day-to-day job, I may have, technical things that I have to do on my day-to-day job. But the one thing that I love doing and I'm strong in is coaching my employees, developing my employees, looking for ways that I can help them grow as a professional. That's my strength. And I get joy out of doing that. And then, yeah, I may have to do the other technical things that are required of me on that job, but I'm going to focus on what my strengths is, because if I can strengthen the people around me, they will be able to do a good job, not only for themselves, but for the team and also for the organization. So when you're thinking about your weaknesses and your strengths, forget those weaknesses. Don't spend that much time on it. It's not even worth it. Flip the script and spend more time on your strengths. And therefore you become strong in everything. Okay, I know I'll be acting goofy. Well, anyway, that's what I really want you to do. Focus on that. Thank you all so much for joining me. Like I said, this whole entire month is all about career development. And we're almost at the end of August. Can you believe it? I cannot believe that we're at the end of August. So I will have my next Facebook Live on another topic about surrounding career development. And again, career development is for entrepreneurs as well, because as entrepreneurs, that's still a career. So if you have any questions or any topics that you would like me to cover, as people do, you can inbox me, you can put them down below, and I will make sure that I cover something that you all want to talk about as well. And again, this is Nicolette Baird. For those of you all who don't know me, share the video, please. Share the video, share it with others so others can get the great information as well. And follow me on my Facebook fan page, business page, iRock Resumes. Follow me on Instagram at iRock Resumes. Follow me on Twitter at iRock Resumes, and connect with me on LinkedIn. Y'all know how I am about LinkedIn. Nicolette Barrett on LinkedIn. And if you want to catch any of these Facebook Lives, any of the last couple of ones, I actually have to upload too, any of the Facebook Lives I've been doing, go to my YouTube channel. I'm trying to grow that channel. And it is Nicolette Barrett Nicolette's Career Musings. So go out there and subscribe, and then you'll have be able to watch all of the latest videos that I've done. And as always, it's a joy to be with you guys. This is Nicolette Barrett and Career Musings signing off. Have a great day, everybody. Thank you. Bye.